in front of the Pioneer Dam at the Mopani Rest Camp of the Kruger National Park, where Limpopo Tourism Agency continues to ensure that tourism is cemented as one of the biggest employment creators in the province. This time around, they're launching a campaign that says Limpopo is the perfect place to visit during the cold winter season, where they say some parts of this province are actually quite warm and allow for outdoor activities that wouldn't be allowed for in other parts of the country where it's actually even so much colder during the winter season. But to speak more about this specific campaign and what it will actually mean in terms of implementation, I'm joined by the CEO of Limpopo Tourism Agency, Mr. Moses Ngoveni. Mr. Ngoveni, thank you so much for your time and thank you for the invite to this beautiful park. Let's talk about this winter campaign. You are saying people must come to Limpopo during winter. Some may say, the warm season was one of the biggest point of attraction that Limpopo has slept on for a long period. Some would say this was long overdue.
Long overdue indeed, and we waited for the perfect time. You see, the test of the pudding, it's in the eating. So we wanted to bring people when it's winter, so that they can see Limpopo has got warm winters. There are areas. Actually, it's a belt. This province has got a shape of a horseshoe. And we are saying in the periphery, that includes your 3 national parks that we have. And we are in one of the best national park. And this part where we are is part of what we call the the Greater Limpopo Transfrontier Park. Not far from where we are, it's a border, that takes you into Mozambique through the Do Limpopo. And as Limpopo Tourism Agency, we created a route together with our operators that we call the bush to beach. So as you are standing here, you are experiencing part of those packages. And some of the activities you can't do in some parts of the province, especially in other parts of South Africa. But in Limpopo, during this time of the winter, tonight we are going to do a game drive. It's warm. You look at the people here. Today the sun is out. And it's winter, but if you are in some other parts of South Africa, it's very cold. So as Limpopo, we have brought in all the packages, that people can experience. Actually tonight, this afternoon, that's what we'll be launching and unveiling it and taking people to our website to see what are the specials that we have, for this winter season. And we are saying, come to Limpopo, there is more to enjoy.
You're saying it's a belt. Other than the Kruger Park where we are at right now, what other places are included in this belt that is warm during the winter season?
Yeah, we're starting it, in Sekhukhune, your Beggarsford area. There are a number of attractions which obviously spill into Mpumalanga, because the other thing, tourism knows no boundaries. When you look at Kruger National Park, we are saying 70% of the Kruger, which stretches from down in Malalane, 70% of that, it's in Limpopo. But people know no boundary. And that is the reason why we are coming here. We are launching our winter campaign in the warmest part of the Kruger National Park, and which is in Limpopo. But that belt that I'm talking about, it starts in Thabazimbi, in the west. Thabazimbi to Mapungubwe, your national heritage site, and also one of the transfrontier park that we have. And then you come through Vembe area into this area, and then you go into Sekhukhune. So we also don't leave, the inner side of Zanin, because as you know, from Zanin is your subtropical area. Even this time we enjoy, your nice fruits, that you don't get in other parts of the country. So this is the belt that I'm talking about. It covers the whole province. And as you see, we are sweating, it's winter. But that shows you that really, this is the perfect time to come and launch our winter specials.
You're talking about this belt and these packages that you're talking about, but some people see tourism as an activity that can be done by people with money. When you speak about packages, there's a call for domestic tourism, somebody moving from Guyana to Thabazimbi or wherever. Do you have packages that would also cover people who don't necessarily have so much money?
Yes, yes, we've got affordable packages. Actually, COVID has taught us a lot, as South Africa. Within the industry, we're all looking at domestic tourism. The packages that we are talking about, they are affordable. And you are going to speak to one of the operators, that operators, between Palabura and the villages around Palabura into Kruger National Park and also the surrounding areas. And he will tell you the packages are affordable. And those are the packages that we are launching today in this area. So we are so excited. We are bringing something that is affordable, rural tourism. We are saying to people, this is the right time, get out, enjoy yourself, explore, affordable packages that Limpopo has for you. And today we'll be unveiling all those packages. We are putting them on the website. Actually, once we finish with the launch, already the packages will be activated on our website.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ngoveni. That is Mr. Moses Ngoveni, who is the CEO of Limpopo Tourism Agency, telling us about this offering that the province is going to be offering to ensure that people do visit this province, especially during this winter period. But as he mentioned earlier, we are joined by an operator, one of the tourist activity providers, who is part of this launch today, Mr. Shai. Mr. Shai, thank you so much for speaking to us. How are you benefiting from this campaign?
Yeah, I must say good morning and then all to the viewers. This campaign, we see it very beneficial because of the exposure that it gives us. I'm Elias Shai, owner and guide at Shane Royal Safaris, which is a tour operator based in Namahale Township. So we conduct game drives in the Kruger National Park, and then both for domestic and international tourists. And with the domestic tourists, we make these adverts in the townships to make our communities aware. And we do tailor-made packages for the locals, so that it's not a burden for them to come and experience their heritage here in the Kruger. But then for the internationals, we just go at normal rate. But then we explore like full day game drives, wherein we can cater them from early in the morning, breakfast, lunch. We do half-day game drives. We do sunrise, early morning, and sunset late afternoon. And then with the tourists, we also expose them to the community lives in the villages, whereby so that before they can learn about, as they learn about the wilderness here with the fauna and the flora, they also learn about the challenges that our communities face, which is a reality. Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shai. That is Mr. Shai telling us about the work that they do to ensure that tourists come to many areas in Limpopo and also learn the ways of the people who live here.